Number 6, Deebo Samuel. Deebo was back at OTA, so that's a great sign for him and his availability this season. You obviously want him to stay with Kyle Shanahan and his scheme in San Francisco. Now, there will likely be a quarterback change from Jimmy Garoppolo to Trey Lance, and that can affect things. And, maybe it's an upgrade, maybe it's not, but target share can shift. It's very possible. Deebo is that dude, no doubt, but I don't really consider him like an alpha wide receiver on the perimeter who's going to just separate like crazy and get it done that way. I do think that he's an extremely elite talent with the ball in his hands, and Kyle Shanahan does the best job of anyone to make sure that that happens. He was the wide receiver 3 this past season, one of 3 wide receivers to hit 20 PPR fantasy points per game, but I do expect a regression. For example, is he really going to get 8 rushing touchdowns again? He had 6 receiving touchdowns, so he had more rushing touchdowns than receiving touchdowns, so I expect that to go down. Is he going to get 15 red zone rushing attempts, which actually led to 6 of those rushing touchdowns? I doubt it. Trey Lance is there. He's going to steal a lot of that work. And they also drafted a big running back, Tyrion Davis-Price, on day 2. So I can see a lot of that shifting over to these other guys. Now, all in all, he averaged about 7.6 targets per game, which isn't great. Now, early on in the year, while Brandon Ayuk was in the doghouse, before he started really being used as a running back, he was averaging about 10 targets per game, which is great. So is that going to be the case, or is it going to be somewhere in the middle? And by the way, there is a good chance that Brandon Ayuk takes a step forward this year. He was in the doghouse early on last year, but he was a really good wide receiver his rookie year, and I have a feeling that he's going to show out in year 3. And by the way, the word on the street is that him and Trey Lance have a pretty good rapport in OTAs. Deebo's a great player. He's going to do big things on this offense, but I just don't expect the type of upside that we saw from him last year. Alright guys, those are my top 10 wide receivers for fantasy this year. If you want to see my full rankings, go over to my Instagram page. The link is down here in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. If you enjoyed the video, please like it. If you can subscribe to the channel, even better. Thank you guys. I'll see you later.